Hi, and welcome to this week's Culture Corner. This week we're going to be talking about the film Farewell, My Concubine. This movie follows the story of two young boys who grew up to be famous Peking opera actors during this time of the Japanese invasion and the Cultural Revolution. The portrayal of the Peking opera, as well as the people around it, however, is so strong and is intensely submerged within history that at the peak of the culture phenomenon unfolding in China, I came into thinking that this was not simply just a film for entertainment. This is not only just about the evolution of the Peking opera, it's a revolution. Cross-dressing during that time was only for men, because women were not allowed to perform on stage. It was considered to be an art and a skill to portray the opposite gender, and most of the time, the audiences wouldn't even pay attention to the gender of the actor, and instead would focus on the performance, which was obviously the most important part. It was quite normal and acceptable to play the role of the opposite sex, because to the actors, they were only playing a part, not a specific gender role. Hours and hours of work would be put in to perfect the feminine gestures and mannerisms. On top of that, so much time and effort is put into just putting on the makeup to accentuate the female features. In Farewell, My Concubine, the actors take pride in what they do, and it is apparent the joy and intrigue they instill in their audiences. In the movie, one of the main characters, Cheng Dei, says a very profound line, "By nature, I'm a boy, not a girl," which shows the gender controversy and illuminates how cross-dressing was a way to express one's true self. The film also portrays the Cultural Revolution and its devastating effects on China's developing culture. The film was nothing less than a critique to the movement which attempted to vanquish all previous elements in China. The Cultural Revolution was crippling during a time when China obtained the highest of cultures. The movie portrayed three phases of revolution that were showcased in the film. It was the battles and hardships of Concubine Yu, representing a classic Peking opera piece, Cheng Dei, an image of a celebrated Peking opera actor, and the Peking opera itself, all struggling to preserve their own but shared glorious moments in China's cultural stage. Concubine Yu was only an image for Cheng Dei to play, but he took the role very seriously at the end of the film and committed suicide by his sword. Because of his internal struggles with the Cultural Revolution and his own sexual identity, for him to take away the only opportunity to express himself was devastating. Farewell, My Concubine has captured the greatness of the Peking opera until it was finally shattered by the Cultural Revolution. It was such an intensely as well as passionately created film, which was in a sense meant to let today's people of China realize what they had back then. Back when their higher culture was eliminated, back when they still had their highest form of heritage, it was indeed so hard to bid farewell to a nation's foundational treasures, even if someone argues that it is for the building of better ones. Nevertheless, Farewell, My Concubine is certainly one of the greatest portrayals of the cross-dressing controversy and historical background of social conventions in China. Thank you for joining me today in this week's Culture Corner. Hope you enjoyed it!